Here we are, and as I'm saying, it's a lovely night for it. I'm so pleased it's not raining. It's lively. There's been campers outside the mall. They're not messing around. They've been there, or they will be there for days by the time the coronation procession actually passes them. So we've been out and about chatting to them. We've been asking them, how far have they come?
It's fantastic. I mean, to see Charles from the beginning to this point, I've always admired him. And the amount of people here is incredible.
Brought the uncle and auntie to London today just to see the sights, really, but they ended up seeing the king.
That's right. We live in Texas. We don't have a king, but you got one, and we really miss the queen. I know. I love that lady. She was good, wasn't she?
She was the best, mate. Yeah.
That's dedication for you, isn't it? Absolutely love it. We're speaking to one family as well. They've got a little kid with them, and he's brought a little rock. It was his first time, he says, his rock has ever seen anything like the goings-on here at Buckingham Palace. Bless him. Let's get stuck straight in then and talk about the monarchy, shall we? It's been Princess Anne who's been speaking out today, isn't it? Apparently she's not convinced of her brother's plan for a slimmed-down monarchy. She says she's not sure if it's a good idea. The king is widely reported to want to reduce the number of working royals and cut back on royal staffing. Let's have a little listen, shall we?
Oh, I think the slim down was said in a day when there were a few more people around to make that seem like a justifiable comment.
The world changes a bit.
It changes a bit. I mean, it doesn't sound like a good idea from where I'm standing, I have to say.
Sure it does
I'm not quite sure what else, we can do.
There you go. One of my viewers has just got in touch, by the way, saying he doesn't want underwear chat whilst having his tea.
Quite right.
It's a bit too exciting. All I can say to you is, Nigel, if John McTiernan's underwear chat is enough to excite people over their tea, I've got no further comment to make on that, so I shall just move on. Yes, I shall just move on. The monarchy, I'll start with you, Quinton. Do you think it needs to be slimmed down?
Are we sure that the Princess Royal is going to turn up at the coronation on Saturday, because it clashes with the badminton horse trials, and I'm not sure that's. But she's my favourite member of the royal family. She's so direct, you wouldn't dare disagree with her, so I'm not going to. And I think it's probably gone. It has already started, this slimming down process. They've got rid of pretty much of Prince Andrew. A nation mourns, and Harry and Meghan are off the ranch.
I mourn.
I'm pleased about that. And I saw today at the Palace of Westminster, I saw the Queen, Camilla, turned up. And she didn't turn up at the same time as the King, and she came in her own car. And it was a filthy old Audi. So I think that this cost-cutting has gone far enough. It was it looked like a sales rep's car. I thought she was going to produce her samples from the boot. And I'm not sure that the nation wants a really trimmed back one. They don't want heavy spending. They don't want exaggerated spending. They don't want hypocritical spending. But I don't think they want cheese paring.
John, your thoughts?
I think I'd like to see a hard-working royal family. It will be a slimmer royal family because there's fewer children, and one's in exile.
You're unhappy about that, aren't you?
I am unhappy about that. I'd like to.
You're a Harry lover.
I'm a Meghan lover.
You're not.
And a Harry liker. No, look, I think the royal family do a great job. A constitutional monarchy is the right settlement for the UK. Far rather have King Charles than President Trump. Or President Eamon de Valera, like they had in Ireland for so long, for decades. And I think a royal family that were focused on promoting the country, promoting industry, promoting our services, things like that, I think that would actually be quite good. So I'm probably a bit puritanical and Calvinist about it, harder working and a bit smaller.
I think they do work quite hard, though, don't they?
Yeah, what would you have them do? You'd be wicking them, but get more hours?
Do more getting out and promoting global Britain.
I think the Princess Royal does about 500 events.
She's a great charity patron. I think she's well respected by all the people in the charity.
The new Duke of Edinburgh does quite a lot, doesn't he? I think they work pretty hard.
Not hard enough for John.
Not hard enough for me.
Harry and Meghan, they're your favourites?
I know.
Look at him. He's backtracking now. He's rowing back on his words now.
No. I was going to say the reason why do I like them? I like them because they are a 21st century couple. Harry's a man trying to talk about his feelings, which is really important because men do need to talk a bit more about things. Meghan is, she's mixed race.
He's airing his dirty laundry,
she's mixed race, and she's part of the nature of the modern world, and for them to be slightly exiled from the family, I think that's bad.
The trouble with being fashionable, though, is that you can go out of fashion quite quickly. Fashion is a terrible master because you have to keep up with it, and sure as anything happens, they will fall out of fashion, and then we'll think, well, what was the point of them? I think an unfashionable monarchy is more enduring.
Yeah, I think that's not they're fashionable, they're celebrities. And the thing is that many things in our society have become integrated with celebrity. Politics has, the royalty has. And I think celebrities, in a way, don't ever go out of fashion. They have a narrative arc to their lives, they have triumphs, they have terrible tragedies, but actually, like soap stars, they stay around. The story always keeps them around, they keep being reinvented. And I think royalty does add to the texture of life, the gaiety of life. It's part of Britain, and I wouldn't want to see the back of it. And I'm missing Harry and Meghan. You miss some of the characters.
Do you? Will you be sitting at home thinking to yourself, I'm really missing the characters that are Harry and Meghan? And will you be sitting there thinking, thank goodness, obviously he's coming, but she is not? Do you think that is the right move? Do you think it's the right move for her not to come, by the way, Meghan?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be booed. I'm really sorry about Meghan, because I really liked her at first. And I thought she was some of those things that John was saying. She was modern, fresh, and she was rather invigorating in some ways. But then, I don't know, little me took over a bit too much. And then you had the sheer hypocrisy about calling for, joining the sort of global warming campaign and then using private jets. I just thought it was untenable.
And you talk about celebrity. We're getting a bit more information now about the guest list and stuff for the coronation. So people like Ant and Dec will be in attendance. Do you think that's the right move?
Well, Ant and Dec are some of the most popular and mainstream figures in British entertainment. I mean, I think it's absolutely right that they're there. I mean, it could actually be produced by Ant and Dec, couldn't it, the coronation? That'd be a show I'd like to see.
But if you're trying to make
Ant and
things
Dec's
slim
coronation.
down, if you're trying to slim things down, if you're trying to demonstrate, look at us, we're all about effective tax spending and all the rest of it. We're not going to be frivolous with our cash. Yes, I know the connection between Ant and Dec. It's to do with the Prince's Trust and all the rest of it. But some of these invitees, they raise eyebrows to me. I think
it's
what's
a bit
the
like
point?
the honours list. You've got to have a sprinkling. A little sprinkling magic. So the Duke of Dec and the Earl of Ant, they will undoubtedly become one day. It's no bad thing to have one or two like that. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want the whole of. You don't want Sir Alan Sugar there.
Why not?
Oh no, I think there's a limit to one's levels of endurance. But I think a little bit of
don't you talk
sprinkling.
about my fond boss. He's probably done.
I forgot about that.
He's probably done an awful lot for enterprise and getting people involved in business.
Oh, he's a frightful little square.
All kinds of representatives of the Commonwealth are going to be here as well.
If you're watching. Sorry, John, he's having a go at my boss. I'm listening to him.
You should always defend your boss. No, your boss is always your boss.
Former boss, anyway.
Yeah,
go on.
but anyway, there's all kinds of representatives going to be coming here from the Commonwealth, and that is a great thing to see. You know, King Charles as the head of the Commonwealth. It's a great institution, and to see that connection.
What about Ursula von der Leyen? Do you think that
she's quite an important. I mean,
she's a really important.
But it's not just her. We're having the other two presidents of the European Union as well.
From the EU.
They have three of them.
We're still going on our holidays to the European Union. We still trade with the European Union. It's still our biggest single market that we export into.
Hey, if you had your way, we'd be back in there, John. Wouldn't we?
We would definitely be back in there.
Joe Biden's not coming. His wife, Jill, she's standing in his place.
Yeah, good for her. She's jolly smart.
I mean, America was established in the face of the monarchy.
The wife turns up.
If my husband got invited, well, I don't have a husband actually. There's no man stupid enough. But if I did have a husband,
sits back advert.
And he
you can't use the television to proclaim your availability.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm merely saying I'm not married. What I'm saying, if I had, I don't want to marry you.
An appeal to the nation.
Hashtag me too. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't want to marry him either. You've made me lose my. Oh yes, what I'm saying is, if my husband got invited somewhere and he couldn't make it, I wouldn't expect him to kind of almost deputise using me. Oh, I can't make it, but you could have Michelle instead. I
think she's a very gracious
Michelle and the second Dewberry.
Yeah, Michelle and the second. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying. Adrian says, I totally agree with your guest, John. That's quite fast. He says, I love all the royal family. Unites everyone. Cannot wait for the coronation. David says, do not slim the monarchy down. Get rid of it altogether. Really? What would you put in its place then? That's what I found fascinating. What would you put? Because one of the things that Princess Anne was saying is about stability and continuity. And what she was saying, obviously, you have 5-year parliaments, they come and they go, but the royal family provide a stability.
They do. And that is the argument for them.
Yeah. Do you think that we need that stability, though, in a changing world?
Well, we certainly needed it last autumn, didn't we? I mean, they were quite handy then.
Well, what do you guys make to that? Because I have to say, for as many of you are saying that you're getting into the coronation, that you're excited about it, I've equally got people saying, do away. But you need to tell me, if you're someone that's saying, do away with the royals, who would you replace them with?